So, who remembers what happened last time?
Ashton got eaten by a pipe.
Huh. Yep. I do remember that part. Before that, Connor was escorted out of Dustin's territory after a tense conversation. He was plopped on the road. Ashton drove down to get him with Elizabeth. And just before he picked him up, he noticed his wallet was stolen and saw some footprints leading away. And Ashton went into snake form, was able to track the thief back to the last... No, wait. What's that shop called?
Last Chance Pawn?
Last Chance. I was thinking Last Round. Got my wires crossed with another location. So yeah, Ashton went to investigate through a all too convenient hole in the wall, while Elizabeth and Connor went inside, and unfortunately it was a trap, and both ends were plugged. While the owner of the shop belligerently waved firearms, that's Buck, waved firearms at Connor and Elizabeth and told them to get the hell out. So Connor never got his wallet back. And Ashton stuck in a wall. I think something else happened that session, but that's what I remember. Or maybe that was it.
I think that was it.
Because I'm not sure what else we could have done. Was Lorelei there?
Yes, Lorelei
Had a scene. Yeah.
Had her scene. Unfortunately, Lorelei will not be with us.
Ah.
And hopefully we may be getting a Jeremy back. Fingers crossed. Hopefully.
That'd be good.
Yes.
Jeremy, Manfrey, Lorelei, please come back to us. Please.
I would love a Manfrey back also.
Yep.
You know. I miss you, Stephen. If you see this, if you watch this, you are loved and you are missed. We love you and care about you.
Indeed.
Alright, so. I mean, you bring Manfrey back, and then Eddie will have a friend.
Ashton can be Eddie's friend.
I mean, I'm sure Eddie will be like, so you turn into us. We can use that. How would you like, to join the Illuminati?
Amazing.
I mean, they already have it's like here's a question: can you bite your own tail?
I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. That sounds like it'd hurt.
Okay, or you don't actually have to bite it. Just start swallowing it. Huh?
Whoa, no. No. I need an adult.
I can see Eddie being like, "Are you sure? You sure you won't? You mean like you're a snake? You're like a snake, and like that's a thing. It's a thing that happens." Anyway,
It wasn't just a drawing.
shush. You shush.
No?
Yes, no. A snake eating its own tail is one of the signs for the prison thing I got. Anyway, so Connor.
I'm here. It's so amazing. I'm here.
You see Elizabeth coming towards you as you guys are walking out of the town area, so to speak.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna keep walking out of the area. Because, if I recall last session, there were people coming towards us who looked like they were Elders goons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, you told me to leave. I'm leaving.
I'm following a car.
You're following the car?
No, calling a car.
Well, calling a car.
Oh, well.
Because the only person that had a car was Ashton.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, no, you have my keys. You have my clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm naked and alone. Afraid.
On the side of a wall.
I'm shoving his clothes in the wheel well of his car. And
How's he-
ordering a vehicle.
All right.
Because, yeah, how do we get him out of there? When neither of us are welcome here.
So eventually you guys get a vehicle.
Just because I'm not leaving him stranded there if he ever gets his butt out.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm sure, things will be taken care of.
Just don't transform into a human. You will crush yourself. By the way, refresh?
Oh, yeah. Should do that. Who's below refresh?
Me.
I am. Also, I don't see you on 20 all of a sudden.
Yeah, Steph, it looks like 20 kicked for you. Patrick,
No.
hold the refresh.
Well, it's the massively high number of 2. I'm rich.
Here are your 2 chips. Travis, I believe you are okay with 7.
Yep.
And Steph, I
do
think
a
you
lot
still
of the-
have 12.
Holy crap.
Well, I did do a lot of the
Slowly
recap.
but slowly
So I
refresh.
may have earned one for that.
Okay, all right, yeah, sure. There you go.
Thank you.
Take your blood money.
Oh, and good refresh. Sorry, I was like zoned out, completely trying not to fall asleep.
All right.
Okay.
So eventually, a car comes, picks you up after you leave his. I'm guessing Ashton's wallet and keys and all that stuff by the car.
Yeah, like shoved up inside one of the wheel wells.
Okay, all right.
Slightly hidden.
I love this choice.
I know, right?
The
Nothing-
best choice ever.
Nothing can go wrong with any of this. This totally won't be boomerang fuck up or anything.
I like it's like we could like take his car with us, but then he'd leave it here. You know what we should do? Leave it here so it gets stolen. Anyway, you guys are driving away in the Uber that Elizabeth got. Where's the Uber dropping you off at?
Where does Connor want to go?
I'm like thinking about everything around town, and it's like probably should go back to LeBlanc's and let them know what's going on. Probably.
Right. Two de Blancs.
All right. So you head on out of the area.
I do not like Elder.
But he's so comfy and cuddly.
Totally not like terrifying.
Totally not. You should love him. And then kill yourself.
White court never ever incite negative emotions.
No, they do. They totally do.
He was being sarcastic.
I know. I was just being obtuse.
I can't think of another angle pun to go with that.
I know. It was too acute for you.
I got me cornered.
Ha ha ha!
That's the only counter I know to that.
Alright. So, you have, you get back to LeBlanc's. You see a very familiar face sitting with her head kind of down on one of the tables downstairs. It was the table that you guys used to have your little impromptu meeting. There is a half-drunken bottle and a glass with about let's say a quarter of wine left in it. It's kind of laying there in Regina's hands as her head is kind of down on the table.
Regina, are you okay?
Nah. She looks up, she's like, oh, you're here. That's good. Takes the thing, takes a sip, downs the wine, puts the bottle down, puts the glass down, goes, well, Patricia's not coming out of her room. She's still up there with the boyfriend. The new one. Fuck.
Jeremy?
Yeah, that one.
I'm guessing he still hasn't woken up.
Nope.
And why are you drinking?
Maybe. Crazy thought. Someone I care about is really upset. And I've got a weight of shit on my shoulders that's my doing. And the one person who came in and was giving me more hope that I could do this. I have apparently failed. And he is lying. She just kind of gestures out on the floor. We're not even a full day into controlling the city, and one of our most influential people who helped get us here is gone. She takes the bottle, starts pouring herself another glass of wine.
I take it from her.
No! Mine!
This isn't helping.
I.
This is a pity party. And Regina LeBlanc does not have pity parties.
Just kind of sits there, both of your hands on the bottle, just like she's not letting go. I'm assuming you're not letting go.
Nope.
I need you to roll me something. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing you're trying to actually convince her to lift her spirits.
Yes.
No.
Empathy.
No. Rapport. It's definitely rapport.
Modified by empathy.
Sure. Alright, that's a great roll. So, Scanner goes, oh, but yes, you're right. Gina LeBlanc did not have pity parties. Regina Coronado, she yanks the bottle away from you. Oh, that bitch knew how to pity. She starts pouring the glass.
Snatch it back.
Which, the glass or the bottle?
The bottle.
Yeah, the wine starts spilling all over the place. Roll me might.
Does Inhuman's strength give me a bonus to that?
I mean, yes, but I'm going to declare that I'm just not adding mine because you both have it, so.
Yeah.
Vegas NPC damage. My NPC. Name Regina LeBlanc. Might. So you fight. She gets the bottle, and she's just kind of holding the bottle against herself with like the glass, like the like not even quarter filled glass, in her hand. Just lifts the glass and starts sipping out of it, looking at you and like, take it again. I dare you.
Connor.
Ah, fuck! Puts the bottle down and raises her head and is like, if we're cheating, then fine.
I like that I don't have to do anything; just have to be here.
Well, no,
Not. It's not cheating. He cares about you too.
yeah, blah.
I mean, yeesh.
Yeesh is right. Yeesh is what we're all in for. Whole bunch of yeesh.
Like, I could see drinking to celebrate after all that happened, but man,
What? We didn't win. We just ended up in top of the pile.
There's nothing wrong with that. Better than being at the bottom of the pile.
Maybe. Where's the snake? Why isn't he here pestering me? Just you two.
He's in a hole.
She is your cousin. You
Do it.
shouldn't talk about her that way.
like, literally.
I mean,
HOLE hole.
She just does not seem to comprehend this.
So he's stuck inside a wall currently.
Stuck in what?
At least that's what we're pretty sure happened. Says we've not heard anything, and he didn't get inside, nor did he manage to come back out the way he came in. So, yeah, he's probably stuck. And I didn't
I'm
want to.
sure he'll be fine. He'll turn up when he's hungry.
Yeah. That's about right. But still worried about him. I mean, I didn't want to bust.
What do you mean he's in a wall? You mean we've lost another one?
He'll be fine.
Hey.
He crawled into a pipe. After that, we don't know what happened to him.
I shouldn't assume. All I know is I couldn't find it afterwards, and that worried me.
Regina kind of stands up and staggers a little, starts walking over to the bar.
I'm gonna stand in her way.
Ugh.
Sit down.
Huh?
Kind of trots back over, sits back in the seat, kind of pouts and crosses her arm.
Regina Coronado is dead.
Was dead.
Still dead.
Looks like she's back, baby.
No.
Oh,
Just because
is this the point where you, Mr. Muscles over there, start coming up here and saying there's a new leader in town? I, Elizabeth Cornell, seize power, and is this a coup?
no.
Okay, then why did you take my alcohol? Seems a lot like a coup.
Oh man.
Not a coup. I order you to give me back the wine. She's gonna raise their head, a little drunk, and they're like, "Ha! My logic is infallible."
This is not helping the situation.
I suppose that means what situation you're talking about. Vegas situation? Oh fuck no. My personal situation, I argue it is.
No, it's letting you wallow in pity. And you're better than that.
Apparently I'm not. Apparently we get everything I wanted, and I fall apart. It's a lovely story.
Genevieve would be so disappointed in you right now.
Goes like, don't you dare try to use her against me. I will still throw you across the room. Don't think I won't.
Why? Because I'm telling you the truth?
Exactly. I don't want to hear it. Kind of sighs. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Same thing we did in New Orleans. Fix the problems.
Continue to lose allies, alienate people, drive away the people that were close to us.
Who are you referring to?
Take your pick. Plenty of them. There was the cops.
What?
There was the cops. There was
That was Eisenhardt's fault.
Well, there was him,
That was my fault.
and then there was Jackson.
We never lost him as an ally.
She looks around. I don't see him here.
Just because his path did not align with ours doesn't mean that he's not still our friend.
I don't know. From everything I heard, he was pretty pissed off when we last saw him.
At Eisenhart. People leave, but that doesn't mean that they don't still care about us.
Just kind of hangs her head a little bit.
Come on, I think you should go to bed.
Kind of nods, stands up, starts walking upstairs.
I'm gonna go with her just to make sure that she gets there okay.
Right. And what are you doing? Victor? Not Victor.
Destroying the world. No, actually, that sounds kind of like what he would do from what I've heard. But no, no, ruining the world. That's right.
He did his best.
I'm thinking I'll go check on, because he's probably still around here. I hope.
Check on Ian?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He is upstairs also. Kinda.
Probably on standby, sort of.
Yeah. Sitting outside of the room. He looks over at you. Smiles.
Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on?
Just today's been crazy, huh? It's been 2 days.
Tell me about it.
Are you doing all right?
I think so.
Um, Damn, I don't know what to talk. how's he doing in there?
Stable. I don't know how, but he's stable.
Sorry, I just read that message. Not all the booze? No. No.
What message?
Roll 20.
No. Dumping out all of the booze in a bar.
She's gonna be there a while.
Taking no chances.
Yes, this is going to take a while.
No. I mean, you mean you are literally hurting the financial stability of this place.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a club, so they need booze. That's important for customers. Maybe you have like your own personal padlock you can use on the liquor cabinet, or take their keys away. The one they probably have there. I don't know.
I mean, White Court can be very strong, so I don't know that a padlock would stop her if she was really determined. Anyway.
So that's that. I was waiting for an answer. Are you actually pouring out all the booze?
No, probably not.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, well, this is gonna make for a very interesting thing where you go, I poured out all the booze because a very sober Regina is very hungover. Regina is gonna throw you around a lot.
She probably gets through a couple bottles of wine and then realizes.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm going to let you realize immediately that this is because even pouring out a couple bottles is not a good thing to have happen. So, if you want to hide the bottles, that's another thing. Like,
I'll do that.
That'd make more sense. So anyway, I still don't know what to say. It's like, what the hell can I
this
say?
is your scene.
I know, that's the problem. Okay. Let me get back in character. See, it just said Jeremy's somehow okay by some weirdness. It's like... yeah. I don't get it either. But... someone... That's a skill I don't have. Damn it. That's a flat
You're
out...
like Ashton. If Ashton wasn't good at being friendly, he has one mode. It's please help me. I'm nice. Don't be mean.
This is true. Actually, I don't know if...
That's why he's so terrible at containing his sister. She doesn't care.
Oh, wait. Which actually makes for a good foil. Yeah, so that's a 0 for deceit. That's not a good deceit.
Those zeros. You okay? Is there something you're not telling me?
I want to tell him the whole truth, but I can't because it'll fry his brain. Damn it. Yeah. I am leaving some things out. Just because there are things that I'm not telling you because the world is weird.
What do you mean the world is weird?
I don't want to say too much because I'm wondering if that's what maybe made you have that weird spell where you went into a coma.
It's not how the brain works.
Yeah, but we're dealing with things that aren't normal, like magic and curses.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Didn't realize you were so spiritual, superstitious, crazy."
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the first time I've wondered if it's all just insane or if I'm going crazy.
You know, if you're feeling like that, maybe we should get you to like a doctor or something.
How do I explain this?
You don't.
It's like, how do I explain this without explaining it?
You don't.
Oh wait, no, I have the very...
This is why we wanted Lorelai here, so she could start unraveling this mystery.
Yes.
Big
So I'm just...
ball of terribleness.
I know what the right answer is here. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
I'll make sure I find someone discreet. All right.
Thanks, man. You are the absolute best.
Of course, I love you.
Love you too.
He kisses you. Meanwhile, in a pipe somewhere.
Yay.
I'm a snake.
So,
Shit.
the darkness in front of you, because, by the way, you still can't turn around, and snakes don't really slither all that well backwards. There's a light. The darkness at the other end becomes a light.
I can only slither into the light, heedlessly.
Alright. You can see, again, the, like, terrarium thing is right there.
Okay, fine. Go into it.
Slip out into the
You win.
terrarium. You see Buck and a girl just, like, slam the lid down on top of it.
I'll curl up and rattle. That's all I can do.
They, go move you into the back room. Kind of set you on a... Oh, you're already in the back room, so they kind of, like, set you up on some boxes. He's like, all right. I'm assuming you understand me, Buck says to you as you are.
Snake nods.
Perfect. So much easier. It's going to be a little more difficult than, maybe if you were talking, but I think we're going to keep you in this case right here. For now. You work for those white court bitches.
Ashton won't respond verbally, but will continue to listen unless he says something like, "Answer me."
Yes?
What? Trying to think. He didn't specify who, like which. There are a number of white court bitches, and Ashton only works for one of them. Ashton will kind of wave his head around in a meandering fashion.
This isn't gonna work. Have an idea. So, they take the terrarium. And they go outside, and outside there is a very large, like, water drum. Like, a metal, like, tank where you would store water.
Oh boy. I don't like where this is going.
Opening, really, really small. See, then they put a funnel in the opening, a pretty large funnel in the opening. Then they dump the terrarium into the funnel.
Okay. So Ashton is now in a barrel?
Like a large drum of water. Like,
Okay.
it's really dark in there, but it's a whole lot of space.
Okay.
But you're not getting out.
So there's enough space to turn back to a person, is what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah, you're definitely
Okay.
big enough space to turn back into a person.
Okay.
They just put a snake in the watering hole. Actually, it's an old it's an old disconnected one. It's not the one that they're actually using. It's a spare thing they've got out back.
Okay.
It's only a little bit of water inside of it, but still, it's it is dank and dingy, and no living thing is meant to be in here.
Yeah. I'll turn back to person.
It's like, great! Now we can have a conversation about what is going to happen to you. You tell us what we want to know, and maybe you get out of this drum. How does that sound?
All right. I work for Regina LeBlanc, and only her.
And that's the lady who's been around here. Regina is her name. Her actual name.
No, I don't believe you've met her.
Don't believe I've met her.
The one just there is named Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm. So she said.
I'm not in a position to make things up.
I mean, I understand how torture and threats work. I understand that threats are only, what's it called? only effective in getting people to say what they think will get them out of the situation. I'm going to be verifying as much as I can.
Okay then. I'm not sure I could say to change your mind then.
I don't know.
But,
What do they want with my daughter?
previously we were going to, hire her in order to, inquire if that was a possibility. We wanted to, ask her to sabotage, the previous owner of, the alabaster, but that's no longer necessary.
But yet
Why
you're
we-
still coming around here. So, what do they want with her now?
Well, one of my friend's wallets spontaneously was missing.
I don't care about any stolen wallet. If he lost it, it's his own goddamn fault.
It went missing, just happened to be,
If
outside
he
your shop.
lost it, it's his own goddamned fault. Did I stutter?
I'm not here to ascribe blame. You know what? I agree with you. Fine. It's his fault. The reason we came over here was because I was tracking what seemed to be the person that took his wallet to this location.
So you're the bloodhound. The blood snake.
Yes.
Well, that's odd.
Indeed. Indeed it is. We had assumed your daughter had stolen his wallet. Perhaps we were wrong. But that's why we were there. And now I'm here talking to you. I think I can say fairly confidently that we have no further interests in you or your daughter. So if you can let me go, I can give you my word that I will not come back here.
Sure, you'll not come back here. They'll send someone else.
Yeah, well, that's... I'm not in charge of them. So I can't tell you what they'll do.
No, but you can tell me more about them. Like, where are they staying?
You want to know their home addresses or what?
Yeah. Everything you can tell me about them.
And what do you plan to do with this information?
Well, it's none of your business. You don't know what they do. You don't know what they're going to do. All you have to do is just slither on out of here, and you'll be done.
How do I know that you're not going to give this information to someone who would do them harm? It's a good question.
Very good question. Are you in a position to ask those questions?
I guess not.
Do you think they'll actually care about you? Do you think they're going to come back here and try to get you out of this situation? They're white court. They only care about themselves. Cats, their little pawns are disposable. That's what happens to pawns. they get sacrificed.
Even if that were true, Connor's not White Court. He's my friend. I'm not going
Connor,
to
they're
betray him.
muscle. Their muscle. The boxer. They've twisted him to their ends. He's their might, their muscle. So you got some connection with him?
Hmm. Hmm. I think at this point Ashton isn't going to respond to that. It's very uncomfortable with this man who has a tendency to wave shotguns around and throw snakes into barrels.
Yes.
Or,
It's a barrel. We're just gonna say it's a barrel.
it doesn't have to be a
barrel.
basin, a
Yeah.
barrel, a huge barrel.
A barrel that you could fit a body inside of.
Yep. Water drum. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, water drum.
Okay. Ashton is going to do what he normally does and try to persuade him. Not sure it's going to work, but he's not. Ashton's pretty resolved not to divulge more information about his friends. How am I going to word this? So, like, Ashton's going to. Oh God, I don't know. That might. I'm thinking of like logical angles that would use rapport. You know, be sort of a friendly tone, but all the ones I think of kind of have a hint of intimidation. And that the angle I was thinking of was, if you let me go, they won't care about you. But if you harm me, they'll be angry.
Yeah, it's definitely intimidation.
Yeah, I don't have intimidation. Intimidation modified by rapport? Can I get a +1?
Absolutely not.
Nope. Okay. Okay, so we don't mention the latter half. What if instead of they'll be angry, I say, if you let me go, they'll be very pleased, and I will impress upon them that you owe them a favor, or that they owe you a favor.
Save your breath. That's not even a roll. He doesn't even fucking believe that.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Keep in mind, remember, he wants nothing to do with them. You've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if you let me go, they'll owe you a favor. He doesn't want any of their favors. That's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay, I got it. I get it.
It's like, if you let me out, I'll give you this chocolate bar. I'm deathly allergic to chocolate, but it's tasty. I mean, you can roll rapport to just start pleading for your life. Groveling works.
Actually, yeah. I'll try groveling.
All right. What are the general grovels that you're doing?
Please just let me out. I swear I'll never come back. You won't hear from me again. And I'm not like I swear I'm not some like pawn of the White Court. I wouldn't do anything that goes against my morals. I am like the nicest person. Like, so many people told me I'm the nicest person they've ever met. I'll even say, people tell me that I'm too gullible for my own good. I'm too nice.
So he just kind of sits there and sort of listens to you groveling in this way. Or this is less groveling. This is more, hey, I'm a really good guy. Like, you should get to know me. I'm nice. Like, he goes, you don't get it, do you? That's what you say right now. You've not seen what they can do, have you?
The White Court?
Yeah. Right now, you could never think of doing anything that would cross your own morals. But once they start eating you away, that's the first thing that goes.
You've seen them do that to people?
All the time. I've had it happen to me.
Huh.
And I have fought too long and too hard to let Sarah have that kind of life. Roll me. Oh, scholarship or alertness. I'll let you pick either one of those.
Okay. My scholarship is crap. Alertness isn't great when I'm in player or human mode, but it's better than that.
Is he actually saying some of this stuff in front of Sarah?
He has no clue where Sarah is. Sarah could be there, she could be gone.
Oh.
Like, he's in a barrel. I haven't been describing things. Because
No, but you said that both of them were there when he.
yeah, both of them were there. It's possible that he's like waved Sarah away.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1. I'm thinking if I could modify that, because I do want to know what's going on. As a slippery little snake, I would need to have better senses than that. So let me pump that by 2.
All right.
There we go.
You realized he said he didn't want that kind of life for his daughter. His blonde-haired daughter.
Ah. Wait, so are you saying she's one of them?
He grows really quiet. Almost as if to say yes, but I really didn't mean to tell you that.
Oops. Hmm. You know, actually, no, I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what Ashton could say to convince him otherwise. Because Ashton hasn't really known them that long. Hasn't known Regina, Elizabeth, or Candy that long to say for sure whether or not he's saying is true, and they've just been putting on a false face. Though Ashton implicitly trusts them, he wouldn't just go out and say like, "Oh, well, you don't really know what they're like." So he wouldn't buy that anyways.
Yeah, it's it's been fairly well established. Trying to just plain talk Buck into and thinking that what's it called, the White Court are not like the worst thing in the world, completely ineffective. Like,
Yeah.
it is something he will never. The only way you're going to do that is by giving him an extreme consequence, probably.
Okay.
You almost might say he has a bitter hatred for the White Court for the White Court
Hmm.
as an aspect.
Yeah, I thought that's what you're talking about. Ooh, that might be an interesting point. I think, I don't know. He wouldn't buy that.
Wouldn't buy what? You can always try. I mean,
Well, it's just now he'd interpret it as like a dynastic squabble or whatever. I was going to say we've done more to fight or hurt the White Court than you have because we got rid of Magnus,
the,
the big
the,
bad.
that would very easily be their infighting is nothing new. Like,
Yeah.
but we actually fight against them. It's like, yes, they fight against each other. This is not a new or novel thing. It's so adorable that you think you're special.
Let's see. I'm not trying to end the scene, but I will say that Ashton will just shut down if he doesn't think that he can convince him out. He's not going to sell it to his friends.
I can understand that.
But I'm just trying to still think of other ways.
Okay. What is it they got over you? Money? Like holding someone you care about?
Well, nope. Nothing like that. They just. I was promised that they'd get rid of the worst excesses of the White Court Empire. You know, the drugs and such.
Oh my god. So you're saying you actually believed their bullshit? Kid. They're lying to you.
I mean, I haven't seen. Well, I haven't seen anything so far that would indicate that they lied. In fact, I think
All right, I
they are
need
fighting.
you. He's making an attack against. He's making a social attack against you.
Okay.
His rapport, and I think your conviction would probably be there because he's trying to shake your conviction.
Okay. Oh wait, I have good conviction. Okay, first time I've used it so far. Oh.
That's 1 point of social stress.
I think I can withstand that. Let's see. Social is presence, so that will take 1 box of 3 boxes of stress I have in human form. Oh crap! I can't. How did the boxes work? It's been so long. Are they all worth the same, or are they incrementing? Or no, those...
1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Yeah.
The second box is worth 2.
Yeah.
But if you have to take another 1, you have to take the full 2.
I understand. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Would you like to try to do the same thing, rapport against his conviction?
Yeah.
That's perfectly doable.
What conviction am I fighting against, though?
I mean, he is pretty heavily convicted that they are evil. So in order to make any headway, would have to be social combat.
Okay.
To simply convince him that, no, these people are different.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. I get it.
Well,
I'll say no. Regina.
Here's the question.
Yes.
What do you want to achieve? Do you want to achieve, in this situation, just getting out with your hide, or do you want to actually try to change in this sort of contest? What is Ashton's goal? Is Ashton's goal just get out of this alive? Or is Ashton's goal actually convince this guy? That maybe he's wrong. Not about everyone not about all of them in general. Wrong about this one.
Let's see. I will. Sorry, I think my mic's echoing from someone. Hello?
Yeah, sorry, it's me. Hopefully that fixes it.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's quieter than before, so that's good. Let's see, what? Oh god, what would Ashton do? I think he might actually try to convince him that Regina and Elizabeth are not that bad. Okay, let's do the goody two shoes thing and convince them that they're not that good. They're not that bad.
All right.
Okay, so they'll argue and say that, well, I've been around them for a little while now, and I haven't seen any sort of backstabbing behavior like you've talked about. Not on her part. On the others, sure.
One point of stress for him.
Okay, it's not too bad.
He goes, so they're good at hiding it. That's what they do. They get into your life. They worm their way in. And then you don't even notice when everything is starting to go away. When you lose everything. I just don't want you to fall victim to that.
Hmm.
All right, that's a stalemate. He makes a solid point, but it doesn't move you. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. Let's see. How shall I argue back? I'll roll first. And I'll say, let's see, I want to say, they've proven that they care about my well-being, not just as a minion. They've proven to me that I'm important, more important than that.
He kind of goes, and how did they do that? And give me the reasons. Give me how they've shown that to you.
Well, okay. I want to think. Okay, out of character, how would Ashton know about how Elizabeth stayed after and tried to get him out from the pipe?
I mean, you could say you probably heard her voice.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wouldn't be total bullshit to be like, they didn't just leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to meta too hard there. Yeah, he'll ask him, okay, how much convincing did it take to get them to leave when I went missing in the drain? It took quite a bit to make them leave, didn't it? Did you want any other examples? I think I can probably come up
No,
with something.
if you, I mean, hit me with everyone you got if you want, but
I'm thinking. I could have sworn I needed a rescue from somewhere else before, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Connor, haven't you pulled Ashton's ass out of the fire before?
Probably actually.
Can you think of something? I'm kind of blanking. Travis is blanking. I could go to my backstory.
Yeah, I'm blanking.
You could just make up a story on the fly and say it's true.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well-
improv something that actually happened.
I mean, that would require a deceit roll.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Travis can make up something that actually happened
Okay.
to
I
Ashton.
thought that's what you're thinking.
Oh, all right, okay.
Declaration.
Like a declaration, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Declare something.
So that's Lorelai. Um. Yes. With Connor and Laura. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. I'll say Elizabeth. Before I even agreed to help Regina out, say because I would have known Elizabeth from the rising conflict, or not rising conflict, but my story. Elizabeth helped out to clear some things with a few debt collectors when Ashton was particularly under the water. In terms of that, they're just being in debt and being hounded by the loan sharks.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 3 hit on him. So that doesn't mean anything. Like, they invested in you in the beginning in order to get you here, and they didn't leave because they were afraid of what you might say. They were trying to keep control over their peace, not lose it, not wanting it to be captured. Rolling rapport.
Nice.
These dice are on fire.
3. Ouch.
That would be 4. Or a minor and a 2.
I could spend a chip to reduce it to just a 2.
You could, but that's a chip.
I think I'll do that and tag ally to and Elizabeth. I know Elizabeth is my friend. I'm not gonna buy this that much.
Yeah.
So I'll take the second box.
No, I'm a friend of theirs. All right, it's your go. You both have landed 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yours
No.
are slightly heavier than his, if you don't account for the fact that he just hit you really hard. Because his end goal that he's working for is you tell him everything you know.
Okay.
He's looking for you to spill the beans. Like, and you're looking for convincing him that you guys can be trusted, basically.
Yeah. That the Regina block specifically. No
Yeah.
one else.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, maybe plus Candace if he tells him about her. But I feel like if Ashton says, "Oh yeah, I'm dating one," he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're just mind controlled."
Yeah, I'm dating one. Well, that's a huge step backwards.
Yeah. But I was thinking he might. I don't know. That might be a deceit thing, which I don't want to risk. Maybe using the example of Candace trusting him and bailing on her father, even though she had absolutely no reason to believe anyone could beat him because he's, like all powerful.
Are you trying to get him in on Candace, or are you just trying to go for Regina?
I guess just Regina.
All right. Bringing up Candace will complicate things.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then he's going to start asking who's Candace.
Yeah, and then if I lie, it'll be obvious.
Only if you think that this, like, shady used car salesman pawn dealer guy doesn't have any empathy.
Empathy. Oh, that would be nice. What a world. It's like, oh yeah, hey, pawn dealer guy, I got the Hope Diamond. How much? How much you willing to?
I mean, to be fair, some of the defense of not having empathy is just assuming everyone is lying and verifying everything.
Ah.
Like it's like you walk into him and goes like, "Look, I have this thing," and he goes, "You might not be lying. You might think you have that thing. I'm gonna verify anyway." Like,
Okay, I guess that's fair.
it's like he's like, I believe that you believe that's the Hope Diamond, but that is a rock, sir. Not even rock in the slang. That is a stone cold rock.
Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking of examples.
If other people would like to step in and help out and give examples, this is something you guys are welcome to do. Like,
I'm trying to think. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you could also talk about like some of the stuff that they've done for other people, not just yourself. Like Ian or
Yeah, so okay, yeah, we've tried to save Ian when he had that his memory wiped and all that. And there's also Jeremy, after his, contract had expired, they had no reason to really care about him. Because at that point, he's just causing more trouble. The problem is, can that be, like, put in context without, like, going too far? Because I have to say, well, I met this guy, and we hired him to do something. Maybe not mention, like, cause explosions or take out the electrical grid, because...
I mean, you could just, like, you don't need to explain what he did,
Yeah.
unless he asks.
Okay, yeah, I'll bring up Jeremy's story then.
About how, so roll me rapport versus his conviction.
Or I did. It's a 6. So I'll say, like, yeah, we hired this guy, and while we all worked together to get the job done, afterwards he was he got caught up in his own troubles and gravely injured, and we're still trying to help him keep him alive, even though we have no reason to keep him around. We don't need him for anything. In fact, he's brought a much more dangerous force in here. So the smart thing to do would have been to throw him to the wolves, really.
I mean, you can just say they traded away a very powerful thing to keep him, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across. So, for stress.
He is going to take 0 stress.
Consequence?
Instead, he's going to take 2 consequences.
Okay.
He is going to take a mild social consequence of uncertain, and a second mild social consequence of curious.
Okay.
So, it is your turn. Actually, no.
Well, that was my assault, so it's his turn.
It's his turn.
I'm ready with conviction, though.
So he asks you a little bit. Are you going to tell him what both of them do?
You mean specifically, Jeremy?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to say that Jeremy's, a new ally, came in to help you out with something, and, Ian's a medical guy?
Yes.
He goes, so they were important. That's why they did it. It's possible that your friend Jeremy is worth more than whatever they traded away, and you just don't know it.
Yes. Thank you, Dice. I was like, oh, there's no way. Jeremy is far more dangerous to the group. What he's brought down us is far more dangerous than the service he provides. And the medical guy is just a nurse. He's nothing special.
Whoa. Are you sure he's nothing special?
Special. Is that a tag for ally?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Because okay, yeah, I could see how in a Machiavellian sense you could say he's tied to Connor. So taking care of Ian to keep Connor in.
Oh no, it's a tag for you to not say Ian's no one.
Okay.
It's to say Ian's my friend.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll say Ian. Yeah, Ian's my friend.
So you reveal a little bit of information.
Okay. That's part of his goal. I see now why. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to get information.
Oh yeah, he wants some information and things like that.
All right.
I mean,
How am I
but
going to
you
attack
get to
now?
roll again for this rapport attack back at him, where you're like, no, this thing doesn't,
Oh my God! Reroll.
All right.
I'm tagging something.
Very easily say Jeremy. They did Jeremy. She did Jeremy because simply because someone they cared about him. They did it for love. They do it because they
Yeah.
care about people. Reroll it.
Yes. Okay, that's a big difference.
That is a big difference. All negative. No, fuck that.
Having chips is nice. As Lizzie and I know. Patrick, not so much.
Chips? What's that?
Hey, don't say that. You have 2. A whole 2.
He goes, love? No, can't be love. They wouldn't do anything. Love is their bane. No white court would ever do anything for love. They're just
Sounds
lying.
like you've been around the wrong white courts.
No, quite literally. This is me explaining the reason for things.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this would have been a perfect time for Elizabeth to hold up her hand and go, "What the fuck you think this is?" But
Yes. Ouchies. I'll take a mild consequence. Actually, could I spend a chip
yep,
and tag? I was thinking maybe tagging his aspect of doubts. Like, are you sure about that?
sure.
Yeah.
He gets a chip.
Oh crap. Oh well. That's just how it be. They say it ain't how it be, but it do.
Yep, it totally do.
Okay, so my turn to attack. Yes. Powerful roll.
That's a 4. he will take a moderate consequence of
Okay.
uncertainty.
Yep. I'll say I know they're keeping their promise to clean up the streets. They had a chance to take the Red Court's drug ring for themselves and their slave ring for themselves, but they didn't. That would have been lucrative, I'm sure. Instead, we dismantled it and burned the drugs. And freed the captives.
All right. He is very uncertain. So,
Yay.
I'm going to offer you a concession.
Yes.
All right. The concession here is that they are going to let you go.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to be able to go with them and possibly help guide them places. How does that sound to you?
Hold up. It sounds like I'm still captive.
You will be free. You'll be getting out of the drum. Let's just
Okay.
say that. All right.
Okay. Help guide them places.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be looking for trouble exactly? Just to
No.
clarify what's being conceded, what the terms are.
Oh, what is there? He's not going to change any of his aspects or necessarily. He'll agree to be a little open, but he's definitely ending this thing, and he's letting you go. How does that
Okay.
sound?
Yeah. Yes, I
All right.
accept that concession.
So great. He gets 3 more chips, so he's now sitting at 4 chips. Hooray!
Slot
Good
chips
season.
for one character. Non-player.
So it seems like he's doing it until all of a sudden you hear the back door open up and someone run outside screaming, "Dad! Dad!" Some guys are here and there, and just inside you hear things breaking.
Oh, crap.
So he looks at the barrel, says, "Help me push this over." So the two of them start pushing over the barrel. Are you turning back into a snack?
Yes? I think so. Yeah.
You turn back into a snack, and the barrel gets pushed over, and you can slither out.
Yay.
All right.
Oh, okay, sorry. I understand now. Okay. Because, like, the way it was described at first. So I understand the lid to the barrel was only a small opening where a person couldn't fit through. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
But a snake could not climb out, and they were
Yes.
watching. Anyways. Okay, so Ashton is a snake. He's out. And I guess back to a person. I mean, I'm going to be naked, but...
I mean, he tells her to. So he goes. He says, "Go get the car."
I'm not sure if it'd be easier for me to just...
And Sarah disappears.
Okay. Right in front of my eyes.
Yeah. Oops, she's gone. So,
Actually, you know what? I'll wait for Buck. What does Buck tell me to do? Does he want to tell me to go back to a person?
Buck tells you to stay right here and be as unnoticeable as possible.
All right, that means stay a snake.
All right. So he goes, picks up the shotgun as a few men start coming around the what's it called, the side of the building.
No shit.
They are very well dressed, and they're like, Mr. Deneau, we're here to have a word with you. He kind of picks up the shotgun. He's like, I've got nothing to say. It's like, really? You were seen talking with a few undesirable. You're going to be coming with us. He goes, kind of levels the shotgun at him. He's like, I've told you, I don't want anything to do with you or any of your kind. The guy just kind of steps forward, just kind of looks at him, and he goes, oh, come now, Mr. Deneau. Isn't it so... Aren't you so tired of fighting? And Buck pulls, and he just starts, trying to go on this long distance. He starts to kind of drone as his eyes kind of flash white for a second. Buck kind of shakes a little, the gun lowers, but then he raises it and shoots the guy in the face.
Yeah, go Buck.
It's at this time, Ashton, your car peels around the corner.
Who's driving?
Sarah. She slams into one of these guys. Actually, she slams into both of the... One that she slams into, he goes flying over the roof. The one who just got shot with buckshot and kind of went down, she runs over.
Okay, that's good. I like
She
that.
kind of, pulls it to a stop in front of her dad, who goes and he grabs the car. He's like, hey, Snake, get in or get gone.
Oh, okay.
Are you turning back and jumping into the car?
Yes, I am.
All right. So you guys get in. As you get in, Sarah just kind of floors it. You're thrown in the back seat. Have to struggle to get the door open as you guys careen in your freshly damaged car out of the area and away from the pawn shop.
Yeah, you don't say. Oh, man. That was actually cool.
I'm glad you liked it.
All right, so I'm out. I'm naked in my car, being driven by Cerebus, and Buck's in here too, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, where are we going? Or is that a scene transition?
Well, probably a scene transition. They're going to ask you if there's any place that you'd like to be, dropped off or whatnot, or what you want to do. As he kind of looks back and he goes, you see? They're terrible. Every single one of them.
I think those are the bad ones.
They're all... Hear her go. They're all bad.
Can you just drop me off at my apartment, I guess? I need to get clothes. I guess it's fine.
Your clothes are in the trunk.
Oh, yeah, actually, no, that makes sense. Ashton has his... Oh, that's right. That's where they put them. Sweet. Ashton will put his clothes on.
Yeah, your clothes and your wallet and your cell phone are in the back of the truck.
Awesome.
Ashton, are you using any of those items to do a thing?
I don't want to alarm Buck. So I feel like if I just call him, he's gonna get suspicious.
Texting is a thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to throw away the progress I've made. So I feel like, trying to text might be poorly regarded in this situation.
Might be.
I'll ask him. Can I let my friends know that I'm out so they don't come looking for me?
He's like, what? Who you want to let know what?
The people that were there, Elizabeth and Connor. The guys you scared off before those suits came in. The woman and the other guy.
You see Sarah Beth kind of turn to you. She kind of like reaches over to the center to the center console, picks up a gun and starts pointing it back at you while she's driving. Like it's the most unsafe thing.
Please no. Okay, I won't. Please.
He's like, and Buck's like, no, stop. He just kind of grabs her arm. It's like, eyes on the road. It's like, but Daddy's eyes on the road.
I dropped the phone and put my hands up. It's like, whoa, calm down, please.
You can text them and you tell them you're fine. No telling them where we are.
Okay, I'll show him the text as I type it out and say that I'm fine.
Who are you texting?
Connor.
Connor? Not Elizabeth?
I mean, it should be in the same place as far as Ashton knows.
So much hurt.
I get it.
Yes, we know how much, that ally to Connor and Elizabeth.
At the last second, Ashton's like, you know what? I'll make it a group text and include Elizabeth. So they'll both receive a text. Okay, I'm fine. Don't go back to the shop.
So you guys receive an obviously fake text. Where I'm being held hostage.
Elizabeth responds, "That's good. When are you coming back to Wonderland?"
Ashton will receive the text and he said later today.
So he obviously failed your anti-spy test right there. Got it.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
No, you're right. It's because you had no clue what she was doing. I knew what she was doing.
Elizabeth is gonna go find Connor.
Travis doesn't have the knowledge, and Ashton is not deceitful enough to know that either.
Yeah. So,
Connor, Ashton's been kidnapped.
your friends are your family. So, you have to obviously go rescue him now.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
God, another person's been kidnapped.
So, Connor, you are having a lovely, touching moment with Ian. And Elizabeth just bursts in and goes, Ashton's been kidnapped! And Ian goes, what?
Peace is nice, isn't it? No, don't say that. I'm not that much of an asshole.
No, it's fine, I promise. Totally not under duress.
Because yeah, the automatic reaction is just pretty sure repeat what Ian said. What?
So Ian looks at you, Connor goes, I thought you said Ashton was fine.
What? I'm so confused.
I mean, for all you know, you just saw a text come in from Ashton saying, yeah, I'm totally cool and fine. Like,
Well, I don't have a phone, remember?
oh, you're right.
That's why I'm glad he didn't text me.
You're right. Oh my god, would have been the best.
It would have been. You text him, and the front seat starts buzzing. No.
Wait.
Somewhere in Vegas, a garbage can is vibrating.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth is going to show Connor the text messages.
You can't tell. It looks like it means they're totally fine, but, you know. Ian seems concerned, but he also is like, how does this mean he's been kidnapped?
What he said.
Because the name of the club isn't Wonderland.
So Ian kind of reaches in, he pulls out his phone, and he, presses the call button, kind of holds it up to his ear, and Ashton, your phone rings.
I look at Buck and make sure I'm not having a gun pointed at me by Zarabess.
Buck nods.
Okay, I'll go and answer it. Hello?
Sarah still looks like she wants to shoot you. Ian goes, Ashton?
Yes, this is Ashton.
Are we on speaker?
No.
Okay. So, don't
believe
if
him.
you're in trouble right now, I want you to tell me, nah, it's okay, everything's fine.
Wait, what?
He said, if you're in trouble or can't speak openly, I want you to just tell me, nah, it's okay, everything's fine. Fuck is now
That's
looking
not
at
it.
you really suspicious.
That's not it.
Okay. What's going on? Because the girl here just started freaking out about you being kidnapped.
That's not what's going on here.
What is going on then?
Just I'm on a ride with some new friends.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Doesn't make me feel any better. You sure you're not okay? Are you not in trouble?
I'm gonna try to use my rapport to calm him down. Oh, that's still good. I don't feel like throwing in a chip for that, and that's not a terrible roll. Look, I promise everything's gonna be fine. You guys don't need to worry about me. Not in danger.
Famous last words.
So there's other people there with you.
Yeah.
And that's why you're being so evasive?
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Look, you guys don't need to worry about me, okay?
Kind of what you do when your friend being all evasive.
The Travis in me wants to be like, oh, you know what? It was actually we were planning a surprise party for you, but it's ruined now. That's not what Ashton would say though. Ashton will cover the phone and ask and talk to Buck. So what they're asking, like what I'm doing, like what am I allowed to tell them? What are you guys?
If you want to go
what are your
home,
plans?
tell them you're going home.
Okay. So, like, what are you going to do about your place though? Because they just chased you out.
I guess that's our problem. Yeah.
Well, I can't help but
It's
feel
out
partly
because of you,
responsible. Yeah.
Sarah. What? He said he's the one who admits it. His fault.
I mean, it is. It's because Connor went over there. But wait a minute, we went over there because you stole his wallet. Why?
It's his fault if he can't keep his own possessions in his own goddamn pocket.
Well, I guess you shouldn't
Bucko's
steal.
not helping. He goes, okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Just hands it over to Elizabeth. Like, I think I'm done with the craziness on the other end of that line.
Ashton, where are you?
In my car. We're driving into Vegas, I assume.
I don't know if it's your car. I found this car abandoned on the side of the road.
Damn it. You guys just left the keys out in the open?
Yeah. Some friends you have.
Where are you? I'm coming to get you.
I asked them to drop. I'll be at my apartment.
All right.
We'll meet you there. Well, maybe I can't speak for the other two.
No chance in hell are we meeting your group. You know.
Elizabeth hangs up, looks at Connor, says, all right, let's go.
All right. No rest for the wicked, huh?
We have to save the snake.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, is gonna come too.
Okay.
Okay.
You get there. So they get to your house. They open up the side, and then kind of a okay, thanks, bye, thanks for the car. You know.
No, this is my car. Don't make me get the title. Don't look at the registration. It actually has my name on it. I got this legitimately. I am not parting with this vehicle.
She kind of looks at him and goes, currently, I'm in the driver's seat. So, are you getting out? Or, because I'm leaving in like 5, 4, 3.
I'm not getting out.
All right.
Yay.
You're not stealing my car, damn it.
Puts it in drive and starts driving away from your house.
You have any idea how many extra hours I had to work for this piece of junk?
It's a piece of junk, though.
Sorry, not all of us can just go invisible and steal some rich jerk's wallet.
The
on
buck
the
goes,
strip.
we'll get you the car back if you're meeting your friends here. You know, it's like, stop, Sarah. Sarah stops. He goes, we'll return it to you in a bit. Is that acceptable?
All right. With no more dents than it already has, I hope.
We'll try not to.
Thank you.
Just for that, I'm gonna drive 20 miles. I'm gonna drive faster with a speed bump. She says, stop it. She was peeling out. And then Elizabeth and Connor and Ian show up at Ashton's place.
Hello. Nice to see you guys.
What's going on, Ashton?
Well, I was interrogated. But I didn't tell them nothing. And they let me go because they got attacked by some looks like white cordon suits. So they took my car.
Are they like a gang or something?
Something.
Yeah.
And Ashton was at the horror house earlier. I don't think he saw them there, so that would probably be the first time Ashton saw them. Unless they were there.
I don't think the rest of the party's seen them for the most part.
Just
we'll have
Mr.
to ask Regina about them.
I mean, Connor, they fit the description of a few people you saw.
Alright, let me find his name again. I'm trying to remember what his
Dustin?
name was. Is that it? Yeah.
Dustin Elder?
Yeah, that's right. It sounds like it was Elder's goons. He's the guy who picked me up outside of. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I heard him say that they wanted to know about a certain unsavory person that visited the shop, so I guess that was you.
And they did say Mr. Elder would be very unhappy. Was very unhappy with Mr. Duma.
Yeah, so they currently have my car, but I have Buck's word that he'll return it in a bit.
Well, we can hope that he will. I mean, the thing is, I know Buck is kind of slimy, but he's not a bad guy.
No, I don't think he is. But I think
Yeah, I
we're
wasn't
going to
sure at
have-
first either, but he did let me out.
Exactly. Sorry, did I cut out when I was talking?
Possibly.
Because I basically said, yeah, he's slimy, but not a bad guy. If the not didn't come through, sorry. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah, I agree. I was agreeing with you. I did hear that.
Okay. No worries then. I misheard you guys.
It's cool.
Alright, I think once Regina sobers up, we're going to have to find a way to deal with Mr. Elder.
What's that guy's problem? He just hates Connor?
He hates. As far as I can tell, he doesn't like hope.
Oh.
Or he likes despair. One of the two.
Both.
Yes. Random monocle.
So I'm not sure if everyone will get the reference, but sorry, I could not resist. But continue, please.
Yes. Dango.
But yeah.
Fucking Dango, Wango, Pango.
Oh. I got it.
Are you sure you're okay, Ashton?
Yeah, they didn't hurt me or anything. I was just dumped in a barrel and told to explain myself.
Tell them everything you know.
Yep. I guess I let out a few things in trying to convince them that all white quartz weren't bad. But
There we go. That should fix it.
yes. But yeah, I convinced him to let me out, and that's when those guys attacked.
Or they didn't feel like leaving you to the wolves.
Now it's social combat between
Oh.
Elizabeth and Ashton. This will be a whole lot more interesting. Two social characters go at it.
Yay, a social duel.
Immediately concede.
Alright.
Also,
I think this is probably something to discuss in the morning with Regina.
you're right. She might
Are
know
you-
more about Dustin.
Probably. Are you okay here by yourself?
Yeah. Probably about time to check up on Candy, anyways.
Do you guys want to end this here, or do you want to go on to discussing with Regina?
I think end here. It's almost 10:30.
Got it. All right.
Okay, yeah.
So everyone's out. Hopefully everyone can get together and you can all start discussing things. Next session.
Go home.
I am home.
No, Lizzie wants to go home. This is not pressing. It's important, just not pressing.
So you all have an evening where you're going to relax. Do things.
Yay.
So, who would like to start us off for MVP voting?
And again,
I'm going to nominate Ashton.
Why are you nominating Ashton?
For making segue with Buck and Sarah and not getting himself killed.
All right. Ashton, who are you voting for?
I shall vote for Elizabeth for successfully handling drunk Regina. Regina Coronado, and convincing her to return to Regina LeBlanc.
So, and then finally it falls to Connor. Which of your two people are you going to crown the MVP this session?
I'm thinking I'll go. Damn, that scene with Regina was really good. I think I'm gonna go with Ashton for this one, mostly because he managed to make actual progress with Buck, whereas
Yay.
like everyone else who's gone up against him has been bashing their head against a brick wall.
Well, it's mostly because you guys were. There were other undertones to those various conversations. Like, we're looking for your daughter's criminal activity. Yeah, no, that's never gonna fly. No.
Yeah.
You can totally go fuck yourself with that. Regina for go drunk your own. Right.
Nice.
I couldn't think of a better way to put that.
Buck for buckshot, yes.
I was thinking that from the second it happened, and I typed that in immediately. But no, that scene with Regina was great.
Steph, you have a chip on your face that you haven't taken.
Oh, I haven't been looking at Real 20.
No, I totally understand why Ian was skeptical, and now everyone was skeptical. It's like, I'm totally fine. There is no problem here. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Lies and slander.
Ashton is but a simple snick.
That is that. Hopefully, we'll have more people back next week.
Yes.
I think we should definitely poke the Jeremy this weekend. And be like, so you said a maybe. Can we make the maybe a yes? Thank you all for coming. See you all
night.
next week.
Yep. Had fun.